Voices of Women has been probably one of the most fulfilling projects we've worked on. And since PMP is focused on nation-building initiatives, it's the one project that has taken us the closest to the nation. We've had the opportunity to engage directly with ordinary South African women from all walks of life. Women who are involved in structures, women who have no access to structures. And that's really what PMP is about. Our objectives are about creating platforms for open and honest dialogue in order to give ordinary South Africans an opportunity to have their voices heard in Parliament.
The Parliamentary Millennium program has thus far gone through the length and breadth of our country. They ended the program in Gauteng, so this should be the best of all. Mothers of the nation, women of South Africa, this 5 days workshop presents with us an opportunity to also join those before us, to tell our stories, and in so doing, reminding ourselves of the harsh realities that South African women continue to face in their great numbers.
I'd like to thank all of you for being here with us, and I'd like you to understand that this is about you.
I want to see the rainbow color, greeting each other. Yeah, walk up and down. Fill the room. Just walk nicely. It's a new South Africa. You work with the people that you do not know. They become your partner.
Martha dropped the bomb and said, that is your partner for the rest of the week.
To pair them, to say, okay, fine, you'll have someone that will work with you, was a starting point where people could begin to talk freely with each other.
When we gave the brief to the Gauteng legislature, we stressed that it's important that we have representation of all marginalised groups. And the fact that we have 3 deaf women here just shows that we are really going in the right direction.
Share the recipes, share the problems, share everything. The next part, ke eng e re bonang entšha e etsahetseng ka mmuso ona o motjha ene bathong ke kopa re bueng nnete ne singakhulumi ngokuhle kuphela okuhle okubi ene ke a kgola gore mme le mme mona o na le story o ka kgetha gore wena o batla ngwala ka democracy o letsatsi le never ke le lebale.
Firstly, they go through story writing in their mother tongue language, and then it's being translated. After being translated, they pick up the strong points that they have mentioned on their story and draw.
Whilst some people rejoice that democracy was there, in some areas there was huge discrimination, for instance, in schools, in the community itself. With the theme, the day I shall never forget, very serious stories came out from it, which challenged their feelings, challenged their memories.
The key issues, abuse, family problems, unemployment, women empowerment.
Phaya esibukeni into eninzi crime. Abantwana bethu abasebenzi. Bade bafunda ke bawuthopha ku10. Ngongenye ixesha ungabi nayo imali uba umse phambili. Bahleli ezindlini.
The area I come out of, there's a lot of hardship. The challenges there are for the woman to stand up and realize that she is an individual and that she does face challenges every day. Verbal abuse, money being withheld from them, the men threatening to kill them if they dare to even go and look for a job. And these women don't know where to turn to.
We've got a lot of things, a lot of laws that are there in our country, for instance, that women are not very conversant with, that don't know their rights. I think also it's because of their patriarchal system.
The reason why they're embroidering on whatever painful things that they went through is to, when you're healing a wound, you always have to clean it and nurse it until it heals. So it's another way of saying, this has happened to you, clean it, nurse your wound until you heal. You get healed. And then the social workers who are here to assist in that process.
Ngifundisa ukwenza i-embroidery. Abantu bathi savota awukho umsebenzi. Ukhona umsebenzi. Umsebenzi usezandleni zabo. Ukuba hathi kwami ukukhathazeka ukuthi they must know it. Unpicking, you never learn without unpicking.
The part that I liked about Talk Your Heart Out in this province, which I really liked so much, it was when I was addressing the issue of forgiveness.
On the 25th of September.
On the 25th of September,
wafika utata walomntana wam.
The father of my child arrived.
Wathi akafuni phinda andibone.
He said he never wants to see me again.
Ba uyafuna uzomondla umntana uzamondla. Ba akafuni akafuni.
What we came across is that in forgiving others, we have to learn to forgive ourselves first, because we feel guilt in what happened to us when we're not the ones in the wrong. So learn to forgive yourself so that you can forgive the one that has hurt you in return.
You know, the quilt is a beautiful piece of art. It's a piece of that woman that she shares with us, but it's also a pride that emerges out of the project, out of the province. And that's why it's showcased as part of exhibitions nationally, not only in Parliament, but also in public spaces.
Once we've gone through all those stories, we select the themes and then we write it up into submissions with recommendations.
These recommendations get presented to the portfolio committees at Parliament, and it gets presented to all the members of the legislatures. And our request to them is to take up the battle. You know, the task now becomes theirs, because this is why it's a partnership between national, provincial, and local government structures.
In Gauteng especially, we're very serious about public participation. We'll also have motions and debates in the House to ensure that what the women have raised here are taken care of.
I think one of the most important things for the individuals themselves is the social network.
I do believe that the work that we have done laid the foundation for other women to take it forward and to empower women in their communities.
They leave inspired, they leave with practical skills, they leave with ideas of what could be implemented.
It has done a great deal for me because I've learned so much from these other women here, especially this part of sewing. And I'm going to teach other women in the location about this. This will help us to create some jobs there.
Nako e kaofela ne ke dutse ka tlung. Ke sebeletsa ka tlung. Mme ka je kulena ke kopane re namme. Ebile ke re modimo a hlonolofatse. Ebe Rainbow Nation ya nnete re kgona ho tseba ho phuthana. Re kgona ho tseba ho phutha bana ba rona. Ebe lona leihlo la setjhaba. Bomme.
I was first a little bit shaken that we are mixed up. Because, you know, in our areas we are only blacks. But this session taught me to communicate with other people, not to be afraid of, to make friends. I found happiness in my heart due to this program.
We Indian women were behind closed doors. We never went out with government to say we can give our speech. But I'm proud that the government that we've got from 1994 have made a good use to put us in this situation so that we could talk what we feel to talk and not keep it within us.
I have learned the first thing, that I should be responsible and to stop abuse in many instances. And I should support other women in my community. Now I stand and represent from this year on.
We want to present yourself with a small token of appreciation for you being here, for having poured your heart out, for having made us grow. Mona Gauteng, Gauteng, Gauteng.